Talk to me. Tell me about all your thoughts of the game.
I've just really come on to just to calm Tottenham fans down at the moment.
Yeah.
Really, I was worried that we were going to win this game, and then everybody's going to go on and say, "Oh, we've won the derby. We won the derby."
We have won the derby.
We've won the derby. Fantastic, but our ambition shouldn't be just to be above Arsenal. We've been the last 4 years, ambition to really do something in the Premier League and win the Champions League and do something. Progress our history. And just at the moment, I think it's quite pedantic to have, because it was just two teams that were in really mid-table at the moment. And really, to be honest with you, I didn't really watch most of the game. I only watched most of the first half until the end of the first half. And then I've just seen the second half as well. And it's quite clear that, our defence is a little bit better than Arsenal's. Arsenal's is a mess at the moment still, I think there's clearly still issues there. I think it's quite summed it up well that the last how many years, 3 years, 4 years, I don't really want to mention Pochettino, but he's going to be always mentioned because it's going to be always that comparison because of the circumstances. He overachieved with this team. He's really overachieved with this team. And that's what now, unfortunately, Jose's got to have to do with this team now, because in the summer, he's not going to have the money that he wants to actually progress the team. So I think, he's going to, it's good. It's good that we've won the game. To be honest with you, I had a feeling we were going to win the game because I knew Arsenal were going to have a lot of possession in the team. I knew that Jose was going to try and find a way, trying to break away, try and, combat that. So, and the goal that we scored, it's a good goal from us. It's a set piece, but if you're watching it from Arsenal's perspective, it's terrible. It's terrible. You're pulling your hair out, to be honest with you. So, it's good. But, I think the target is right now is to try and get into Europe at least. And then, hopefully next season we can progress from there, basically.
I would push back on what you said earlier in terms of the fans not getting too excited. I think the whole fan base has been pissed off this season. There's no doubt about it. No one's happy with how this season has gone. No one's happy with where we are at the moment. But you got to take the little wins when you get them. And Arsenal have been shouting it all big recently. They've been on a good run. And it's still important, however trivial it is, to keep up that record of finishing with Arsenal for the past few years. I think that is important to uphold. And as long as we can be there at the end of the season, I think it is an important thing. I don't think it should be chucked away like it means nothing.
You could say about. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I understand what you're saying. But I think you can get to Arsenal by winning a major cup like a Champions League or a Europa League or a Premier League. Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's our mentality at the moment. We had the mentality of we can do it with Pochettino. Now, if you're going to have someone who's like Mourinho at the moment, you got to expect a little bit more, you know what I mean? Especially with the money that you're paying for him, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but I'm not having a go because
he's only been there 6 months. Give him time.
Yeah, but I think it's. I understand what is 6 months, but it's been 20 years with Enid, and we've done nothing. So it's just. I think it's that feeling with them at the moment. I think it's that's the frustration at the moment. I think we've seen a lot of things come about where we've been nearly there, really nearly there. And I think after the Champions League final, I think it was just like, we were so close. And it was just really about pushing on from there. Like Liverpool did after they didn't win their Champions League final. We didn't push on like Liverpool did. They got rid of the players that they didn't want and got some players in that pushed them on to the next level. We haven't done that, you see. And I think that's always going to be an issue with Tottenham. And we're going to have to always overachieve with the players that we've got to actually achieve things, because that's what Pochettino did all those years ago. And it's only so many times you can do that, And I just wonder if he can do that, Mourinho, to be honest with you. I wonder if he can do that.
Do you not? So was today was enough to convince you that Tottenham are going in the right direction in terms of how we're playing?
Well, it's just one game, mate.
Yeah.
It's just one game. It is just one game. Because the thing is, I mean, I've seen your fan cams and everybody was upset after the Sheffield United game, the Bournemouth game. You can't forget those sort of games. You see what I'm saying? There's still a lot to improve, I think, in in those aspects. You see what I'm saying? And I think you have to have that focus on that. Really, unfortunately, there are still issues there, unfortunately, and we'll have to see against Newcastle and then Leicester.
Were you one of the ones looking to see the ENIC plane fly over today, or were you not?
No, you know what? I'm not going to go into that, to be honest with you. I'm only saying it because it's frustrating because we were so close. We were very close, and we've been very close with Martin Yole, Harry Redknapp, and all the issues have come about because we've just not invested at the right time. And I mean, it still needs a rebuild. It still needs a rebuild, unfortunately. There are players there that you can't have 4 years with the same players and not change it. And I think Mourinho, he's been very clever now of what he's saying, because he cannot say to the play, he can't say out loud saying, I don't want these players, because he's going to lose them. So there have to be changes. There will have to be changes. Even if one day, I think even maybe next season, you might have to even sell Kane to get the money to do what you need to do, really, because if you can't get the money somewhere, you need to sell to buy, don't you? So I think that's what we might have to do.
Kane's last North London derby?
Not this season, but maybe next season. If we have money, if we have to invest in the team further to move us forward, yeah, maybe we have to do that. We might have to do that because we obviously haven't got the money to invest ourselves, unfortunately.
But is North London white, Alex? That's the most important thing.
Oh gosh. I'm saying at the moment, yes, it is white, but I'm not gonna jump up and down and say yes. It's
something to celebrate.
Well
Come on, it's been
the,
such a long season. Just be happy. Come on, we beat Arsenal. Something to smile about.
I know. Everybody wants a statement to be positive, but it's just I'm just realistic, So yeah.
All right, Alex, man. Lovely to have you on. Hopefully we'll come again.
Yeah, thank you for having me
again too, man. Absolute pleasure, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you.
No worries, man.
Bye-bye.
Pleasure, man. Bye-bye.